I don't think I've ever heard him put down black women, to be honest. The only thing he's ever done was stick up for us because they come into my comment section. If you're confused about how that works, then I'm sorry. I don't have time to explain it to you. I broke it down Barney style 1,000 times, including in that video that I was speaking that you commented on. Playing the victim because you're being a bully is diabolical, quite simply. They come into my comment section, they're being nasty to me, and he just must shut up and not say anything or not stick up for me. That's crazy. You're going to tell me you date a woman, and if somebody is dissing her, you're not going to stick up for her? Seems like probably not a good man then. But who am I to judge, right? I don't know. Hopefully this helps.
No, your video's not helping at all. You're playing victim. I usually don't respond to silly videos like this, but I'm going to entertain you and I'm going to respond to your video. I know I had comment on your video. I read a comment on your video, and I had comment, but I believe that you deleted it, and that's cool. That's cool. So I'd rather give you a video response. First of all, for one thing, you're a white woman with 4 children by 2 white men. 4 children by 2 white men. Before you had your children, when you was young, or you was younger, and you was fresh, I know a black man was not your first choice. I know a black man was not your first choice. I know that for a fact. The only reason why you settle with a black man, because now that you have baggage, you're lonely, and you need financial support. That's the only reason why you decide to get with a black man. And to you, that's what a black man's only good for. And then you tell this story where you try to make this, I guess you try to make this sob story where your black boyfriend came over here with nothing, came to the United States broke, okay, couldn't feed himself, slept in his car. Then you said that he was so malnourished that somebody rushed him to the hospital, and after he got out the hospital, they slapped him with a big ass bill, knowing that he couldn't pay it. Now everybody know. But to me, it just shows me the lack of intelligence that your black boyfriend have, because everybody know that when you come into go anywhere of the globe, you got to do research. You got to you got to plan. You got to do some planning. That means you got to know where you're going to sleep at, how you're going to eat, how you're going to, where you're going to work. You know, do you have connection with the people over there? If you have family in these countries or continents or whatever, that's even which is even better. Which, you know what I'm saying? So no one in their right mind is going to just go anywhere across the globe, anywhere around the world without a plan. But it's obvious your black boyfriend decide to take a chance and hope that he will make it, because he been probably fed this lie that United States is a place of milk and honey. And they were automatically going to take care of him and all this other nonsense. I know he got the bigger wake-up call. But of course, here come you, Miss White Savior, decide to take him in like a pet. You decide to feed him, clothe him, shelter him. And now He feels that he's in debt with you. He has to show this loyalty to you. So now I hear him try to use black women as some sort of scapegoat by saying, well, you know, I got hurt by a couple of black women and they didn't like me and da 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 da. So now I hear him calling black women bitches and he's using an N-word, and you sitting up there and I'm watching you, Miss White Lady. I'm watching you laughing. You laughing. You thought it was funny. And then you don't like to be called racist. That's what kills me. You don't like to be called racist. But you sitting there laughing, you think it's funny. You never said, hey, let's not say those derogatory words on my live. You didn't even check him. And then you made a comment saying that you would not deal with the American black man in the United States. And you brought up the fact that, oh, they always bring up the past and stuff like that. Try to make it seem that we always talking about being oppressed, which that's a lie. But I know a lot of, I said, first of all, I want to set something straight here. First of all, for one thing, we don't bother you white women. We American black men, we don't bother you white women. When we become successful, you come to us. You bother us. You come to us. We don't go to you. You get jealous when we winding down our black women. You get very jealous. And you want that. And you know you cannot have that. So you gonna run to the most weakest black man you can get. Because I know a lot of Caribbean brothers, they're not like your man. I know a lot of real brothers from the Caribbeans, they're not nothing like your man. So technically, you got the bottom of the barrel. You got the bottom of the barrel. And no black woman want that. So technically, Miss White Girl, you did us a favor. You doing the black race a favor. Get these rejects off our hands. So I don't have a problem. I congratulate you. I don't have a problem with your relationship. But I will say this, and I'm going to say this is going to be my last thing I'm going to say, is I feel sorry for him. Because you have a track record where you have 4 kids by 2 different white men, and the relationship went bad after the children was born. After the children was born, or when you got pregnant, that's when the relationship go downhill. So I already know if you have this dude's baby that you with, this black dude's baby that you with, I already know that relationship's going to go downhill. You're going to go right back to being lonely again. I already know. I see it. You're going to go right back being lonely again with 5 children on your hands. I already know. So I hope this video helps. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. If you don't, who cares? So you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. All right? Peace.